Previously, you guys walked through a mausoleum, battled a bunch of stuff, killed a basilisky lizard boy, opened a chest, and got lots of monies. You were then presented to the crowd, screaming your name. You were presented with a flag of victory for the first dungeon, and brought up to a podium where you were able to view the other teams running through the same dungeon that you guys just went through. Everyone survived, which was a shocker. The crowd, you felt, was very bloodthirsty in terms of like no one got the good option when they were presented. Like when it came time to, should we give them a chance to rest or should we throw a Nitin at them? Everyone went for the Nitin. And it seems that there's not a lot of...
You pissing people off?
Not necessarily. Like, they're doing that for everyone.
We want to see a fight!
Yeah, they're here in this Coliseum to see a fight. When you guys arrived back to your... Russell! To your resting room, you were presented with a pile of platinum, as well as a pair of bone dice inlaid with gold filigree.
And gemstone
pips.
Yep.
Wait, what? Gemstone what?
Pips is the little dots. Pips are what they call the...
What make up the numbers?
Orange seeds and dominoes and dice have pips. Just a little dot.
Hey, these look familiar. Don't we have a pair of these? I would like to pull out my other ones.
What do we use those for?
To go get our magical items.
Oh yeah.
Your ticket to Skelebro's Magical Emporium, bro.
Yeah, I would like to hold out my other ones and see if they do anything. Hold them next to each other, see if they're like...
Yeah, actually they vibrate as they get closer until they finally... The regular bone dice that you have merge into the filigreed ones. And you hear a bing bong. Thank you for being a returning customer.
That's brutal.
So, what do you do?
I'm gonna roll them, because I already know what they do.
We're rolling them!
Alright, roll 2d6.
Oh shit. Do I have to get my dice out?
No, you don't have to get your dice out.
Oh yeah! My
Roll
computer's not on
D6.
right now.
Roll
the
2d6.
No, I have to roll it because I'm the one that...
Oh, that's right. You have to roll it
Why does he have
Yeah,
to roll?
damn
because
it.
he's the one rolling the dice.
Oh, we all don't have a pair, it's just the one?
Nope, just the one
Oh.
pair.
As long as we clarify that.
All right.
6! The maximum number! For one of them.
High or low?
No! What's medium? Middle? Yeah, what if you roll a 50?
Then you go to jail for cheating.
Don't pass that. Oh, man, I accidentally spilled my dice in there. I'm sorry about that.
Alright. Everything goes dark. For everyone.
It's kind of cringe, bro.
You see a light, kind of a shaded light, almost as if there's a curtain with a light behind it, in front, about 50 to 100 feet away.
What? I'd go for it. I know where I'm going.
Walking, running.
No, we're...
Skelebro!
Yeah.
He yells Skelebro and runs like a child going to the circus.
My character is Aeneas is just like,
As I get closer.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You hear in the background, circus, circus, Afro circus, and then, wah! I told you to get gone!
Then you hear 4 hoofs running off.
Yeah. Don't want no copyright infringement. So yeah, if you guys go into the main room, you find yourselves in a circus ring. like big empty banisters off to the sides, but in the center ring in a high top tent, you have podiums within barrels of odd smelling liquids, tons of weapons, entire sections of armor, miscellaneous things, several barrels with just like a ring on a little, little table on top of a little placard that says "Do not touch."
Perhaps there was something in the food from the inn.
As you guys look around, you notice that each of you has a number over your head. Currently, it says 6,000 gold.
6,000.
6,000 GP.
Oh.
You guys got a...
Oh, an extra 6,000.
Yeah.
Oh, dope. I'd be like, where do we put the rest of the money? Oh, I
In
remember
front
over
of-
there.
At the kind of the entrance to this ring, you're slightly out to the side of it. You see a barrel with a slot in it that says "Insert funds here."
Okay, yeah. I remember there was a table and it literally just like. You got to watch all your money like.
Okay. So are you just dumping all? So you see him basically unload a. Oh my gosh! What are you doing?
I'm trying to exit the fucking thing here. There you go.
Just rolling D100, D20, D20, D100, 100, 66. So you see him basically take a bag of holding and unload it. The coin almost shrinks into this barrel. You see the number above his head start rising like a mileage counter. Just ding, 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 ding. Off to the side, you see a table with his face suddenly popping out of a balloon that was just kind of hanging there. There's several other tables with balloons, but that balloon pops, showing a kind of stuffed clown representative of his face and a number equaling the number above his head going up until it finally reaches
65,180. 4.
65,000.
How much gold I have?
How'd you go from 50 to 65? You already had some, and you bet.
No, we just got another 6,000 from the dice. Were you not listening? The dice, the 2d6 that I rolled just gave us another 6,000
Each?
each, yes.
Okay.
You all get another amount. So you have. I'm assuming everyone does this as the last. Who's doing this last?
Not me. I'm ready.
I'm already at the consultation table, like I'm ready.
Your body's ready.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need any weapons. I just need something specific. I know what I want.
I'm just like looking around. I'm like, I remember this being a casino. What the heck? What changed? Why? I like the casino vibe.
Aeneas, what are you doing? You gonna follow suit and just pour all your money into this barrel?
I don't trust anything here.
It's probably wise.
This is a good guy. You're gonna like him. This is a perfect opportunity to invest into yourself. You should do it.
I'm still looking around like it's an acid trip and I have no clue what's going on.
Okay.
Aeneas is.
Temper puts a platinum into your hand, moves your hand over in front of the barrel, and like opens your fingers. Bing. Okay.
Then it's so surreal that Aeneas is like, fuck it, and just puts all 6,000.
All of a sudden, lights go out. Spotlight falls in the center of the ring, indicating a figure in a top hat in a billowing coat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the one, it's the only, it's the guy strikes a pose, Skelebro!
I can see you went, like on Avatar when the guy gets all like super excited, starts floating in the mouth.
Oh yeah. With the in the fighting ring.
No, this was when they first showed up, where they met.
Or was this on Kyoshi Island?
Kyoshi Island, when they first went to Kyoshi Island. You start filming in the mouth.
I have my sunshine beer. I'm like, yeah.
They're all losing their minds. Temper's going. The figure in front of you is a skeleton in a ringmaster's outfit.
I am not impressed. Just staring at him blankly.
Okay.
I like the change in the looks. Where you come up with this idea?
Well, you know, try to upgrade where I can, and every so and it helps to have something new, you know, every time. Just a little bit different, just to keep things interesting. Who's the greenie?
My name is Aeneas. And you?
I'm Skelebro, bro.
I heard. I did not think it a proper name.
Oh. Ouch. Alright, well, I can work with the cold fish. Let's, well, what can we do you for? Congrats on your dealing with the games, the tournament of dungeons. It's high priority. You guys doing alright? You got the first pick. Well done.
While you're watching.
Well, someone told me about it. You know, I'm a busy guy. I was enchanting this thing over here. What can I do you for? Weapons, items, gear. You want to turn the Tin Man into a fluffy bunny? I got a thing. Temper takes one step back.
No.
He uses the ring of mimic to turn into a stuffed bunny.
Strong, hard, tough. Ding, ding.
Well, can you add any magic to, or can you beef up my dragon longbow? You know, the one that you made for me last time, my friend?
Well,
This is your creation.
This is, and I might be able to do some stuff with that. What do you want me to do with it?
How can we beef it up? Make it pack a little more of a punch.
Alright, you want more arrows, more types of damage?
Oh,
or...
we'll get to the arrows in a second.
Alright.
I want to do more damage for opportunity to hit.
More damage for opportunity to hit. Say what?
So like when I roll my
He wants you want your attack number to go up.
Yeah. You want to increase your ability to hit.
Yeah.
Well, that gets harder the more you try to enchant it. We can do it. You got any gimmick for this? Like, are you trying to sidewise them? Are you trying to hide from them? Or what are you working with here?
If that is hard to do, and I totally understand, then maybe we can beef up its poison damage.
Now that we can definitely do.
I haven't had the opportunity to go home to increase my poison damage, so...
No, we can do something about that. Here, let's go over here to the pool of poison! And it, like, little spotlight goes into a darkened area, and there's just literally an inflatable kiddie pool filled with, like, that much of a green opaque liquid. With a little sign next to it, like, dug into the dirt that says no diving.
It's like, I love this place.
Tell you what, just because I like you,
I like you too.
I let your bow do a little swim while we handle everything else out here. How about that?
I get a swim?
Your bow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to be poisoned? Because that's how you get poisoned.
I want to be poisoned.
We are currently doing
I want to be poisoned. Fight me, I dare you.
DC 12.
Oh,
So
push you.
I'm just gonna tell you so we don't have to remember it later. It'll turn this to a DC 14.
Okay. And then we're currently at 1d8 plus 4.
So 1d8 plus 4. 4 is from your dexterity.
That is... I believe that's from dexterity.
Yeah, that should be the regular bow damage.
I think that's the regular bow damage.
Okay. Are you including the magic bonus for that to hit?
Nope.
Okay. Add a +2 to that.
That one of those +6s off to the side should be the poison.
Holy shit.
No, plus 6.
Oh, there should be. That's where you get the poison.
and subtract 5,000 gold.
5,000.
Yep. He likes you. He give you a little price. Temper! Ready for another dip? And he like hides behind you.
We're not gonna turn you into a bunny.
Please no. I like my beefy exterior.
You don't want them to think of you as soft, and then you can just. I am stronger than you think.
Being a bunny would make it harder to punch.
Then we leave your fists as bunny.
He gets a curious, contemplative expression.
Yeah, you just hide them under your fluff, but then you like Wolverine.
He's not even hearing you at this point. He's just trying to picture a rabbit with warforged hands. Skelebro comes up and goes, "Yeah, you're broken, buddy. You might want to turn them on and off again."
Reboot.
Alright!
Windows sound.
Alright guys, what else? Weapons, gear! I gave you literally a ring that turned people into a magic item last time. Come on! What's up?
Thank you. But girl, I have a elven longsword that I would like to do something special with.
Okay.
Let's see. I would like to make it a holy elven longsword.
Ooh, you want to do that radiant damage, do you?
We have some evil things that we'll be coming up against that need to be holy.
Alright, well if you come this way, he takes you down one of the other little passageways in this ring. Up to a series of barrels that are open and have different colored liquids in them. Each of them has a little string placard on it that says fire or acid or cold. The radiant one is a brilliant white, like almost giving off light from this liquid inside the barrel. There's currently a clown wearing it. Hey, I need that. Alright, Jeffrey, scoop. He goes, whoa, plugs his nose and just disappears into the liquid.
Okay.
Alright, well may I?
Please do.
And he's
What I
got
was
skeleton
thinking
hands.
about
Come on, please enjoy it.
the header
Flip.
sword to
Flip.
because
Flip.
one of the downsides that I was thinking about taking
You want a kid?
from what I'm planning on getting was going to be just
Is it
that I
good?
can't
Very
handle
pretty.
any weapons.
And he's like, alright, who else? And he, as he like turns
What's
away, he
the-
just flips it
what's
casually over his
2d12.
shoulder. I'm like, ow! And it like falls in, like you know those stews where like the spoon will stick upright.
Yeah, that slowly sinks.
That would be one-handed, that'd be cool. I was looking at the Leviathan as well.
Another 5,000 for that.
Okay.
And that will add a D8 of radiant damage to that weapon.
Hey!
I was thinking more.
So, question from him, whatever sword that was,
The beheader sword.
the beheader sword, he wants to give that to me,
Oh,
but I want to be able to use it one-handed. Is there a way we can,
okay.
He's a lot bigger than I am.
He is.
He does have a bigger strength than I do.
I would say that will reduce damage. The general rule for versatility is that it goes down a die type,
okay, so 2d10 instead of 2d12.
or 1d12.
2d10.
2d10, if I can.
It's a dice type.
I'm thinking that it's gonna be 1d12.
You want to use it as a double hand.
Well, so I also get
But-
advantage using
So he is saying it's
single-
going to be a versatile weapon. So you can use it as a one-handed as well as a two-handed.
Yes.
Okay, so one-handed would be 1d12,
Correct.
two-handed would be 2d12,
Correct.
and then I add my strength modifier on top of that.
Correct.
Okay.
But if you use it one-handed, you're also getting your dueling bonuses.
Which is +6.
Yeah.
instead of +4.
And so how are you asking? How are you bringing this up? First of all, isn't this your packed weapon?
Yeah, so that's gonna be one of the things that I was gonna.
Okay, so
To,
what are we
to
doing?
get what I'm.
Yeah.
I was gonna turn my Eldritch Blast hopefully into my packed weapon, which would.
To do the thing that we talked about?
Yep.
You don't want to do the randomized thing?
No.
Okay.
Wabjack. Just wabjack that shit.
Alright. So, we'll do you first. So, alright, you got a wicked gleam in your eye. What do you got? What sort of crazy idea do you got?
I want to shoot my Eldritch Blast again. I can shoot it twice. I want to be able to shoot it 3 times.
Okay! And he, like, gestures down a hallway which clears itself into a shooting range. Have at it. 5 gold apiece.
Just have to get faster. So what I
But he doesn't understand. He thinks that you literally, you want to shoot, you feel like you
Oh.
can't shoot your Eldritch Blast in here. He's like, no, go ahead, have fun. I'm gonna make money off it though.
No. I can only.
So you want
So there's these turns that we get.
Okay.
So you want to be able to
Hold
shoot
on,
3
hold on,
times per
stop.
turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look deep into my eyes.
And
And he kind of
how
like,
close do you have to get?
you see a little flicker of flame.
He's like, look deep into my eyes, then put money in my hand.
Yeah, he's like,
Where's your hand?
I can't think. I'm looking here.
oh, you want to be able to fire off 1 more Eldritch Blast per turn. Ignoring the level requirement that would only allow you to do 2 this time.
Yeah.
This sounds like utter gibberish to you guys. He's talking like Warhammer 40k logic.
No, because I know that logic.
Yeah, because you're interested in that logic.
What's
I
that?
love freaking Warrior.
So it's some of the only magic talk you understand. In terms of like the mechanics of how your spells work. So you're like, yes, exactly that. Like he gets it. It's like, ooh, you already got you're a packed guy, right? You make a deal with the one weapon.
No.
Do you have that weapon?
Yeah. You.
How the marrow you hold that?
I'm proficient. I put it on my shoulder. I smack something off the shelf. I usually
I'm
don't
charging-
hold on to it very long. I only pull it out when I need it.
I'm charging you for that. Okay, Buster Brown. So you want to? The way this is gonna work, you're gonna have to accept your Eldritch weapon as your packed weapon.
Easy. I can't, like, it just falls. I can't hold it anymore. I think it worked.
Yeah, I think it did. You're welcome. That'll be 10 gold. Yeah, consulting fee.
Here you go. I don't need it anymore.
What's the MW?
Masterwork. That gives a plus 1 to the attack.
Oh, crap though.
Yeah, so
But
it's
that's included.
you gotta
in
think
my
of like
thing.
some skinny noble boy, like
Well, I get plus
with
1 on mine.
You play
Mine-
you know Final Fantasy VII? The Buster swords, the ones that are like that wide and that long. He's got one of those. He just pulled it out of zero space. He's like, oh yeah, I'm proficient. And the guy was like, you have to stop being proficient. He's like, okay. And now he's like, the blade's dragging, you're just trying to get the handle over to the big dragonborn guy.
Apparently, I can't use this anymore. You want it?
Alright, yeah. Congrats. You wanna buy anything?
Yeah. Can I turn my my? I would like more pearls.
He gestures you over to a ball pit.
Nope.
That's filled with giant-sized pearls.
Yeah, I have to go bobbing for pearls.
No, you pick one up and it like shrinks.
Oh. got
And
it.
he hands you. There's a little table next to it with strings,
How many
so you can
I
make a
have?
string of pearls.
How many can I have?
How many do you want to buy?
I also want to change my ring of
There's
protection to like +2 or +3.
Ring of protection.
okay.
You're like, what the fuck?
And whatever I have left, that's going to be pearls of power.
Your protection is rare.
Ooh. I don't know what I want. I don't know what it is, but I want to know if it's available.
Rare.
If it's a thought, it's probably available.
Damn it, don't go out.
You're scaring me, man.
No, actually, it's pretty freaking awesome.
Okay.
I'm gonna save myself for that root beer flip.
I'm saving it. I'm like, I still got a little bit
Make it
left.
sound like
I
it's a
got like-
marriage.
I got like 3. I know, right?
What you said?
I'm
saving myself for the.
Ooh, that'd be good. Throw some ice cream in this. Vanilla ice cream in it.
It is already kind of creamy.
Yeah.
Daiquiri is
That
a
might be
creamy.
worth trying.
Like ice cream with like
Not a lot, like
with
half
ice
a
cream
scoop.
and Bailey's, like I get that, but I don't know about that.
Alright, you want to increase the healing, the protection power of your ring. It's going to be 5,000 for a factor of 1 and 10,000 for a factor of 2.
So add those together to get a factor of 3 total,
Yeah, you got a 1, then you take 5,000, you get another 1.
and then another 10,000.
Another 5, yeah. 10,000 and then boom, you got a 3.
Should I add,
Yeah, purely theoretical numbers.
should I add a little bit of length to my hand?
Okay.
And
then also-
10-foot range.
You might lose something.
I would like my.
'Cause
I would like
usually
to add
with weight,
a,
you lose like
healing-
accuracy or amount of damage.
whenever I hit something.
Well, it
Oh,
actually
vampiric.
has
Yeah.
less damage already.
To what?
To my
It has less
dragon
damage than my
friendship.
glaive. My glaive is 10 feet.
Ring?
My
Oh, you want to increase it to
Typically that's done on like
No, my glaive
a
has
melee
1d10 and my
It's like a
elven
connection
longsword has
element.
1d8.
But I
And
don't have a
my
melee.
glaive is 10 feet.
I can fix that.
I'm not
Over
really
10-foot range.
Probably wouldn't go beyond that.
I just got rid of my pack weapon.
50 feet.
I have no weapons.
Well, the magic's gonna be a bit weaker if you're going over range. You lose stuff in the transfer.
Why do you need more range?
1d4. Every time I hit, roll d4. That's what it was in the last one.
Yeah, but you weren't doing Eldritch Blast.
True. But I also got 7 hits per turn.
Yeah, tell you what, it is limited and it's gonna take a little bit.
Got it.
In very nerdy terms, once per round, 1d4 if you make a hit.
Once per round. Okay.
Yeah, not every time you hit, not every weapon you hit.
Damn
But
it.
it will give you a d4 plus, a d4, and I'll give you your charisma. It'll transfer via your charisma wavelength.
Okay.
So you'll get your charisma to the healing.
Dope. Alright.
That one's gonna cost a bit though.
Okay.
I'm talking like 20,000. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way,
I'm good.
I forgot. So this number, every time that you guys buy something, coins go from the number into the barrel from the beginning. You just see this string of coins going until the number's down to accurate.
Yeah, last time I remember them like levitating like up into the sky, like going.
You changed
Okay,
it.
so you said 30? You said 30,000?
I thought I said 20,000.
20,000?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want.
I mean, if you want 30,000, I'm okay with that. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, 30, I'll give you.
How much are pearls of power?
Pearls of Power. Pearls of Power are uncommon, so they are 1,000 each. Hey,
Sorry.
Scaly boy.
That's it?
Like
Yes.
soft. What
Here's the
is
thing.
that?
How many can I have?
They require attunement, so typically.
Fuck. How much are you gonna limit me to?
How many can I tune to a
5.
day?
5? I can have 5. Okay,
You
I
can have 5.
I have 2 already.
Typically, when we start again, I'm gonna have more rules on that. But I didn't know about that rule when we started, so I'm just trying to like keep it
Butter
within sanity's sake for this.
I want a shield that I don't have to hold.
Ooh, I love these.
I don't care if like it has to like I have to wear like say I have to like I have a bracer that's higher up on my
Come here. Come
arm,
here.
and
Come
it
here.
just
Come here.
floats so I can literally go like this, but
Yeah.
I can still use a two-handed weapon.
Right. Right. No, I get you. Come on. Come over here. It brings you over to like a tiny stage, like this big. It says push button for demonstration. Nothing else written around it. And he just slams the heck out of that thing. And you see a shield come up out of the wood. It goes, whoong, and then, boom, and just start free floating around.
Around you. Yeah.
The drone.
I use
drone
that.
shield.
Kind of. You notice, however, from where it like came off, there is still like a leather bracer, but there are two sockets, like circle holes, that as the shield turns around to show you the backside, there's two posts in it, so it actually like connects on.
So you can connect if I want to, or I can make it float.
So basically, you can, as a bonus action, activate this, and it will float around you.
Okay.
Acting as a shield, but allowing you to use two hands.
Perfect. Cost and what's the so my last one was +2. What would it cost to make it maybe a +3?
Oh, you want to do them together?
Well, either that or make this one magical or get a new one that's +3. So basically I'm looking for a floating one, +3, and also has a movable rod that I can walk in if I want.
Well,
Actually, I don't know why to do that.
I already built this once, so I can add on to it a bit easier.
Do trade-in. Trade your shield in.
Yeah, I can work a bit. You want to make this a dancing one, okay? And you want to up the magical protection.
Yes.
All right. That's gonna come to 25,000, and I can do it.
+3, 25,000.
Yes. All right, now we're getting into it, making my money. As he like,
How much are Traveler Stones?
what now?
Traveler Stones. This guy right here. It's a wondrous item, uncommon. It's nothing, I probably won't even use it for this, but I thought they were really cool. When these stones are assembled into a ring, and you say the command word, magic fire with a 2-foot diameter appear in their center. It will disappear with another use of command that are basically it's a fire ring, but the fire sheds bright light, a 20-foot radius, and another 20-foot, burns with the heat of a regular fire, but does not heat up the stones and cannot be put out by non-magical means. Stones begin to glow and hum if a creature that was not within an 80-foot radius of the fire when it was lit enters the area.
Ooh.
Right. So I was like, just because I like it. How much?
It's uncommon. 1,000.
Hold up, I'm pulling up the Pinterest page. You see he's got a little tab. He's like,
What's
why did I make
Pinterest?
this so small? It's hard to do without flash. Hold on.
Pulling out the book, and he's just like,
He's got a little rectangle with flashy lights on it. He literally lets go, it just hovers there. You see him pull on a glove that is a human hand. And they really get these stupid things. It used to be a stylus, and that would work just fine. Now we need a conductive thing. Yeah. Make it bigger. Oh my gosh. Uncommon. Cosmetic. Oh, that's a nice little camping thing.
Right? I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, 500 gold. Hold on, I got it somewhere. He holds out a bag and like shuffles around and pulls out some sort of black stick. It's all broken and weird. Like, whatever. Pulls out a little
Shut the door.
pineapple size thing. Ching-ching. I don't know. You hear an explosion somewhere in
"Watch what you're doing."
Oh yeah, and he holds up a purple silk bag to you, with a gold cord tying the top. You open it up, you see the pieces of this sort of puzzle stone scenario
Okay.
set up. Yeah, that's pretty neat. If I had nerves, I'd appreciate that a lot more.
How much would it be to, Traveler's still figuring to upgrade or change my javelin?
Which one?
The one.
Actually,
The
hold on.
returning
Never
one.
mind, that won't work.
I cannot make something stay and return at the same time.
Right, I was like, one's got a movable rod in it, it kind of,
The point is to pin things.
exactly. I'm like, wait a minute, that won't work.
I wanted to
Sorry,
teleport
something
people
else.
to me. I want a weapon.
Paralyzing.
I want a laser
Immovable
sword.
rod with
Where I literally
paralyzing.
stab air and it brings people to the sword. So I can just sit here and like people stab themselves on my sword.
Oh,
It's called finishing touch.
I do not have automatic immediate access to the thing you're looking at. So you're gonna have to explain.
It was in your list.
It is in my list, okay. I
So
admit to the
there's,
world that
there's
I
a part of it that I
Pinterest.
don't quite understand. It doesn't look like it has a blade.
it's got a little pointy thing.
I don't know if they're calling that the blade. This thing's pretty cool. So you gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon.
I really need to give you guys just an approved list where I know all the things.
Yep.
Well, also, most of the stuff I looked at through your list, so the stuff you had already saved.
There you go, okay, finishing touch. Chained dart. Did I just... There it is. Chained dart, finesse thrown. So it's a light weapon, range 5 or 15 feet, very rare. You gain +2 to attack and bonus rolls made with this magic weapon. You can use this action. Yeah. Use an action to cause thick black wyvern poison to coat this blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon against a creature. Must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Takes 7d6 poison damage. Half as much damage on a successful one and become poisoned for 1 minute. The dart cannot be used this way again until the next dawn. Additionally, when you hit a creature, you can use a bonus action to... Darn it,
Bonus action to pull the creature. The target must succeed a straight save throw or be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line towards you.
Ooh, okay. What's the part you don't want to get on that?
I think I know what it means. So it says coat the blade. I was kind of curious, like, could I actually use that to coat? But when I think blade, I think of a blade, not a little
No,
tip from a
it
picture.
is. It's the dart.
Sorry, okay, that's what I thought. But I'm like, can I coat my other weapon? I'm like, I didn't think so, but I'm like, make sure.
Yeah, and it's an action to coat it, and it does not include
was it an
another
action?
attack.
Oh, yeah,
If you
it
have
is.
an extra attack, you could use one attack to coat it, another attack to use it.
So if it doesn't do, so let's say I just use it as is, because I can only use it as the poison dart once, right?
Once per day, yes.
But I can use it as a normal dart.
Chain dart, yes.
So
Multiple
what would
times.
be the damage on that?
What's the damage here?
Because it doesn't say.
I'd say D4. It looks around the size of a dagger.
Okay.
But the idea would be that you can do it from 15 feet away. And if you have, it is a light finesse weapon, which means that even without dual wielder, you could just throw this out there.
Right, because it's just kind of wrapped around my arm.
Yeah, so you basically get a free attack, you just can't use your proficiency bonus with it. Because that's what dual wielder gives you, is your proficiency bonus to secondary attacks. And you would only do a D4, you would not get your dexterity to it. But that's another D4, and you can, when you hit a creature, you can use the bonus action to pull them.
Okay. How much would that?
Very rare. Ooh. Yeah, lucky I like you. That one, and as you're like discussing what it is, he's like slowly pulling a barrel from like the zero space behind him where there's nothing, and he's got this thing. You've seen this? It's kind of pretty cool. The picture is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But he's basically pulling it around him with the item on it. And so now you're just like talking over it. He's pointing out all the things, and
How's that big eraser?
he goes, Yeah. Here's the thing. This is a very rare magic item. It's gonna be, because I like you, 20,000. Is that fair?
That works.
All right. Like happy circus goers. All right, Greeny, you hidden away long enough.
I'm like hiding it. He's just like.
So this is always, would be always on my arm, so I can basically, like, I don't have to
He
pull it
tried
out.
using his hide skill.
Yeah.
I just
he
have
walks
to use
right
the
up to me
action
and I'm like.
to poison it, but if not, it's
Yeah,
pretty much
you're
just
in
like-
it. It's a
Space.
gauntlet.
Yeah.
It's a gauntlet with the chain wrapped around the forearm.
Internal screaming. You never scream out loud. You're
Yeah. See, just like an anime, he just like comes up behind you. So, Greeny, you thought you could hide from me? And as you're like, I know,
I know you
laughing
have
like a
gold.
cave behind you.
Is that dex?
Yeah.
Dexterity, yes.
So it uses my dex for,
Attack. Well, yeah, attack and damage unless you're doing it as a dual weapon attack.
no, it'd be just, so like as a secondary attack.
Yeah, if you were doing this as your primary, you would get proficiency, dexterity, and all that.
So I have 2 attacks per, so like, 2 full attacks.
Yes, if you're dedicating an entire attack to this weapon,
Okay.
then you get all the bonuses. If you're going, I want to attack with this new awesome weapon I have and this thing.
So like make a slice and
Yeah.
just kind of, okay.
Yeah.
So that's, I always forget how to use it. Proficiency bonus, dexterity,
I have some more.
is that it?
And +2 because it's a +2 weapon.
Okay, so it's 8.
There you go.
Yeah, so Anise is kind of like not amused and tries to leap away from him, but then he's still there.
Yeah.
So then Anise.
You are in his realm.
So Anise goes, okay. Well, you seem to have upgraded my compatriots' weapons.
Oh yeah, I'm good at that. He's like, oh, he picks up your returning dagger. He's like, dude, where'd you pick this up? Like it's basically flash molded and just like he's just critiquing like how Costco this blade is. It's like,
Don't get ahead of me.
okay. Do you need an example of what I can do for you?
Shoot.
He needs an example from you.
What do you want?
No,
me
no,
to
no,
do?
no, no.
Oh.
No, he's offering.
Oh.
So he has your
I heard
returning
the
dagger.
question
It's like,
wrong.
let me show you something. And he, sleight of hands.
He's going salesman mode?
Yeah,
'Cause I
he
don't
sleight of
think
hands
Anise doesn't
a
trust him.
blue version of your dagger.
Mm.
And he gestures to that shooting range that he brought up for Giraffield. And he holds out the blue dagger and he says, this is spin.
Literally?
It's got that same light feel. It's almost identical to the one that he's holding right now.
I wanna.
The word is split. Say it right before you throw.
Split. You like shing with that.
Yeah.
And then,
Go ahead and make an attack roll just to give it a try.
oh, I need my phone, don't I?
Or you can just roll your dice.
Oh, use it for
Dice are average, bro.
It's your turn.
Your dice are crit. My dice are black. How do you do it?
So 19.
19, okay.
Perfect for a demo.
So you just off to the side, just going straight for the center circle. No biggie. Just before it hits, you see the blaze split into 3 other daggers.
So 4 total?
No, sorry, 3 total daggers. So it splits off twice. And you actually get a line. Pum, pum, pum. And then back into your head.
You've caught my interest.
Yeah, I figured I might. Trade-in bonus for this, 10 grand. Just to get this off the market, because this is sad. He tosses it behind him, and you see it go into a barrel. And he goes, dang it. Because it's returning.
Yeah, that is the.
Yeah,
That's the return. That is the epitome of a piece of. Oh, damn it.
dang it.
Okay.
Sets it
Anyway.
down.
So,
Okay.
10,000 if you want both, or 10,000 if you trade in this piece of whatever. And 15,000 if you want to keep the Grinch.
Aeneas is still skeptical, so he's like, he's like still like being super anal about it. What is the damage when the dagger? Oh, fuck. What am I trying to say?
Well, you
What
see,
is the damage when the
Left
dagger is
side?
split?
That's how.
he does this, and the target like ups to him. Now you see, with your dagger, and he puts a hole into it with your dagger. You made one hole. Now you notice my dagger, and he points out, made 3 holes.
In other words, difference from 1d8 to 3d8.
Yeah. And this, and he's like, okay, between you and me, your dagger does 1d4 plus 1, okay? My dagger does 3d4 plus 1, or plus 2, sorry, every time you throw. Okay?
A minimum of 6 damage. 6. At minimum
I
of 9
hate
damage.
these things. I hate them so. He's like,
He's trying to get rid of it.
yeah, he's trying to throw it so many times. That's just part of his character. He like throws things, but every time he throws it, it counts, and he brings it back. And he's like, this feels so wrong. And he's like, not the target. He's just like trying to gently place it. Weird. Take it. I don't want it. I have a special place for you if you sell it. So, you are gonna have to deposit a bit more. You got 6,010. But
So 20k if I don't sell my dagger.
15,000 if you want both of them. 10,000 if you trade in the other dagger.
Oh.
Trade dagger.
I think perhaps I'll trade my old dagger in.
Good man.
Jack, you're upgraded. What is this dagger called?
The splitting dagger.
Oh.
The splitting dagger returns plus 2.
My fucking sword! I just remembered my sword from the last game.
What?
I literally, like, every single thing I put on it, I added to the name, so I had like 15 additives to
Yeah,
my
by the
name.
end you should
It was
have
like the flaming, radiant,
Girthy, thick.
masterwork.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end you should have just called it Jeff.
Jeff, yeah. You have a new name now. I actually like you now.
So what's the +1 again before the weapon
The plus 1 is the magic bonus that is now a plus 2.
on the splitting dagger?
Yeah.
And I no longer have my returning dagger.
It returns, so.
Well, no,
yeah,
I
you
no
do,
longer
you do
have
not have
that.
that weapon, yes.
And then the new one is 3d4.
Yes.
3d4 plus 2 or
3d4 plus 2 plus whatever you get for your normal attack, which I believe is 5.
cool. And then that was 10. So I've got like 26,000 gold.
There you go.
Looks like.
Yeah, he can smell it on you. He doesn't have olfactory nerves, but he can smell the money.
And then I guess I would like to. I have a bow.
What do you got?
I see that.
So I present the bow and I just kind of.
Ooh, that's a very.
Yes, you may.
Okay, this is more like it. He kind of. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. Nifty little thing. What do you want me to do with this? You want me to dunk it in the fire pit, or the cold barrel, or you see a hand, the cloud's hand from before reaching out of the acid barrel. He's like, Jeffrey, no. Meanwhile, his what is it? Wait, who got the radiant damage?
Well,
Yeah, your elven longsword is like halfway into the radiant barrel.
It's not done yet.
So yeah, it needs a little more time.
She wasn't ready.
So what do you want? You want like just generic damage? I got a couple gimmicky things over here.
What sort of gimmicks do you have?
Oh, so many gimmicks you don't even know. I got gimmicks for days.
Days, bro.
Alright, let me look up my gimmicks. And you see him, he actually is like, hey! He like pulls out a tiny little notebook. This is flip, 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 flip. Someone tries to look over and say, stop! That's mine. This is why I love and hate shopping.
Don't forget we
days.
have Rupert float.
You have what?
Rupert float.
Oh yeah? Well, I can make this an arrowless bow, which is a neat other little gimmick. You just pull the string back and boom, arrow!
Does that not expend mana?
It's part of the enchantment. It summons them from some warehouse in Albuquerque or somewheres. Like they have a whole warehouse just overflow. It's just like he actually pulls one of these bows out from this generic barrel of like miscellaneous weapons, just all pell-mell. Just picks one up and says, you know, he's just pulling the string back, but as he does, an arrow materializes the second he lets go. He's just firing arrows into this target like nothing while he talks. So we got that, and he throws it back in there, reaches in before that one's even hit and pulls out another one. Here we got, and he looks at it, he's like, this is a bow, this is a quiver. All right, yeah. Some Eyehawk's quiver or something like that.
Eyehawks?
Eyehawk, yeah. I think that's how those runes go.
My heart.
Eyehawk. Not Hawkeye, but Eyehawk. Spelled E-Y-E. Anyway, yeah, it's got like, 20 different compartments that'll hold like 50 arrows, different types each.
Mm.
We got that. What else?
Would you perhaps be able to make the bow more stealthy? Or make the bow make me more stealthy?
You know, I had a brother who came up with this neat idea.
In their last game.
Yeah.
I'm way ahead of you on this one, buddy.
Yeah. He reaches in and he actually pulls out what looks like a double ring. So it's almost like a clamp there and then a circle. Going at a 90-degree angle. He's like, so you take your bow, and he clips it on with a little grippy thing, so that the arrow will come through. He's like, here, just hold on. I don't do this. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know, personal space, all that. Yeah, Jess, whatever. And he pulls an arrow back, so that it's gonna go through that. And he slowly releases the bowstring, and you notice that as the arrow goes through the circle, it disappears. Now, feel.
Okay, yeah, I know the feeling.
So he like
That needs to be-
he basically has you touch where the arrow is. It's there. It's just invisible.
So every arrow you shoot through the ring turns invisible.
So it's not literally an arrow pointing back to where you were. Basically, if you're trying to hide after being attacked, you get a much better chance of doing it.
Whereas they can't see the arrow, they can't tell where it came from.
AKA, because you already have advantage to stealth, this would basically make them make a perception check to figure out which direction you were going from. Because they can't see the arrow, they just know they've been stabbed.
Nice, okay.
They got stabbed in the front or the back, that's about the general direction.
Yeah, they get basically a front, left, right, back. Or up and down, but yeah.
Is there anything else?
I mean, you got a magical bag of candy.
I'll pass. What does the candy
I got a
do?
toad in a jar. The magical bag of candy is sweets that are all enchanted with magical properties. Yeah, they just kind of do whatever.
Literally.
Every flavor beans! Every flavored candy.
I'll have the
Just
ring.
don't eat the black ones.
Alright.
They're the worst.
5,000 for that guy.
What's that called?
The black jelly beans are so
the-
gross.
They're licorice flavor.
What did
Coffee.
you
Gross.
remember what we called that? The ring of invisible ring?
Listen, I had that. I don't remember, it was just,
Ring of stealth? Ring of sniping? Ring of sniping? Ring of
Sniper's invisible ring.
sniper's ring? I don't know.
Yeah, sniper's ring. Call it that.
So this ring is intentionally meant for you to wear it.
No, it goes
No.
on the bow.
It has a clip on it,
So what
designed to
happened now?
slip
I
onto
sword
a bow.
That's not what his
or a
original
crossbow.
intent was, though. Or was it?
I should have asked, I'm sorry.
That's what I bought him for.
Were you gonna go for like the Leviathan's axe?
And then I told him that I would give him mine. And he's like, oh.
But you can't throw yours.
You want to bet?
You're not well.
Dink, 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 dink.
Oh, I don't remember what the-
Roll at 100% disadvantage. Strength check. Nat 20 gets you like 1 damage.
I would like to increase my healing light pool.
I got a nice variety of potions. No.
That takes up space in my bag.
I got candy. And he holds out a Pez dispenser with a dragon head. Oh, instead of Pez, it's Dez. Like dead serious. Each one of these is a potion.
My
He,
healing.
he just kind of like creaks the head back a little.
I don't even have. The thing is, I don't even have to touch people to use my healing light. It's only a D6. Damn.
Look, I don't really go into warlock magic. It's weird.
It's kind of deity magic, actually. It's celestial.
Yeah, I don't get involved. It's political immediately. It's like, oh, I pull my power from a demon. All of a sudden, all the radiant people and the celestial guys are like, oh my gosh, you suck.
Okay, okay. You don't think about this.
I'm not feeling, oh my gosh. He's like, yeah, about what?
Hey, I was already dead.
What the heck, dude? He's like slowly peeking out. So he's like got this bag of holding. He's just like, what the heck is this?
So he takes a quick look, he's like,
No lungs.
oh yeah.
He literally
He's
just.
faking it, he's faking that.
But he totally opened it, and you just saw a cloud of like purple spores come out. He's like,
Why? Just why?
what am I supposed to do with this?
I want to make it really dumb. And just
How dumb?
one time use, just wreck somebody's day.
A bomb? Poison bomb?
You give me 5,000 gold.
Done. That's easy.
Question: do you still got that green dragon thing on retainer?
Yes!
Yeah.
It's my,
You still have that cringe keep?
Yeah,
technically, theoretically,
it's still there.
technically we own it.
Yeah. Okay.
We pay somebody a little bit of silver every month to take a cow in there.
I bet he appreciates that at least. He takes one of his bony fingers and rips the drawstring out.
Actually, I could have done something with that technically, I think.
He then pulls a bright pink thing and threads it through with the dexterity of like a seamstress. And shows you can now open it to like 1.5 meters wide. He then like scoops up all the spores. That's pot 1.
Alright.
He holds up the bottle, sticks it just inside, boom. You see the bottle fill with purple gas and get really, really dark. Boom. Here's that. Tosses it to you. Do you catch it? You're kind of required. It's like, hey. Okay. He's like, alright. He opens the thing, showing it's now clean. Flips it inside out. Pulls out a metal
It's so
hoop
fun.
and embeds it into the bottom. You can actually hear something searing. Alright, give me a day. At the end of this day, I will have another hoop linked up at the basement of your little cringe keep.
Okay.
So your dragon friend breathes poison. Unknowingly. Constantly. In small doses.
Okay.
I will put this at the top with a slight vacuum spell. Constantly filling this bag with poisonous breath.
And with my alchemy kit, I can work with that.
Well, that's the thing. You can now trap someone in here once per day, or unleash the fog as a dragon's breath weapon once per day.
Yes.
Here you go.
I don't think any of this is done
Russell,
yet.
you're pushing me.
Perfect.
Could I put like poison
That works
damage on
for me
Could I
too,
put
a
poison
lot.
damage on that bow?
You can't put a sword in there.
No, I can do that. I
Poison
can.
damage?
Yeah, I can
How
pair that
much
with
you
my
wanna go?
alchemy kit.
It would be
You what?
5,000
I
for
can
a
take the
D8,
poison and I can put
probably
it
20,000 for 2
that
D8.
you've captured and put it into my alchemy
What's
kit
the max
where
for
I
2d8?
use my
I'm sorry?
poison.
What's the minimum with 2d8?
arrow
Minimum
loader,
damage, sorry.
and I can soak
two.
I can soak my bow,
But you have a maximum of 16.
and I don't have to pay for him.
That's
I
before
don't
you
have
actually
to
hit
do
them
the
with
deal
arrow.
that I made with him.
Or sneak
Didn't
attack.
you say you have to do that like
Does
5
it-
times
Does
before
it stick? Does the
does
poison
anything?
stick, or is it just one time?
No,
It's
it's
poison
like
damage.
once per.
5e
I
does
had to
poison
make-
in a
I had
way
to
I
do
don't
like
agree with, but I have
shit of gold and
What's the whole reason why
and
you
like
poison
X
damage?
amount of cows or whatever.
It's damage that is
I
a
had to
specific
pay
type
out
that they have
all-
to defend against
yeah.
specifically if
for
they
him
want to
to
avoid it.
purposely.
Okay.
So like,
breathe
there are
into the
armors that are
tube
like,
I've
oh,
made.
piercing damage,
Yeah,
I take
I
half
only get that
damage.
once per day. Though.
or I'm immune to
And
this.
it's more of an attack
But
thing.
with
than anything.
acid, cold, fire, poison, light,
But
dark,
if you don't attack
you
anyone,
have to
I
defend
can
against
take
all
it
of them
into
or
my
one of them.
alchemy kit.
If you can defend against any of them at all.
I would have to put it into something.
I can put it into something.
So what are the elements again? Like the basic
What?
the basic types?
My
yeah,
alchemy kit.
fire, cold,
You would have to put
shock,
it into some sort of.
acid.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
have a
before.
container that I put
Radiant,
the poison
pranic,
in to soak
and
the
then
bow.
poison, force.
It's force.
Do you remember
Just
what
pure
that does
energy.
when you soak it?
Very, very rare.
I don't recall the
Oh, force is
specs
literally
with
like
Brent.
force.
It was
Yeah,
like
it's mass times acceleration.
It
Wow.
gained DC for
But like I
to
said, in
overcome
5e I've
poison.
seen maybe one thing that does it. It's
I don't know if
technically
it
a
was
damage
1
type, it's just
DC.
not a very
I think it was
common
1 DC.
I would verify.
Temper's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
the Leviathan Axe, by the way.
Oh.
He just picked it up, selected it, and is trying his best to avoid Skelebro. So while all these conversations are going on, Temper's just like going around ever so quietly picking things up and just putting them into a plastic shopping bag. Like a two-handed D12 damage dealing axe, he's just shoving into this bag of holding shaped like a plastic Winco bag.
Question.
Yes.
When you cast levitate on yourself, what can that do?
Up and down.
Up and down. That's it.
Yes.
Dang it.
That is the limitation of levitate. That's why you get it like 4 spell levels before fly. Fly lets you go laterally, only vertically for levitate. Hence levitation.
Question. Skelebro,
Answer, fleshy bro.
do you have a ring?
Also, you're like way more elf than you were before. I just realized.
How dare you call me an elf?
No, I said more elf. Like on the scale of like elven kind, you're way more than you were before.
Well, considering I was practically a hobo in the elven life, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Congrats on your promotion.
Thank you.
It's like the opposite
Very
of what I
emotional for me.
just wanted to make sure you did. Yeah. No, you basically did the opposite of what I did. Anyway, sorry, what you were saying.
Do you have like a ring that I can teleport with?
To where?
A 30-foot radius.
Oh, so you want a Mystic Step ring?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to go for a circle of transportation,
Or
which
a mini
is
teleportation
possible.
device ring.
How do you've been reading my magazines?
This is on your page.
Yeah, his magazines.
Outside.
No,
Has 3 charges. As a bonus action, the user can expend 1 charge to teleport to another player
He's literally reading this off the
with a
brochure.
mile mini transportation device, as long as the players are within 100 to 500 feet of each other.
100 feet.
So you could take the whole team with you within if there's within 150 feet and teleport them to a circle of teleportation.
Is there a ring that I can do that with?
Yeah, Misty Step ring, 10,000. He pulls out a jar, like a candy jar of rings, and just like pulls it out. There's like 5 rings on
Okay,
each
so
finger.
Nick, Brian,
Yeah.
Zach already had one.
Sing.
I had half of
They're
one.
all tingling around. He says,
And you're on.
that one. That one.
How many times can I use it?
3 times a day.
3 times? Come on.
Hey, this is stock item here. You want to go like long distance teleportation, planes, all that? Oh, that's great. Unlimited magic's hard.
I'll do two for 10,000.
2 of them for 10,000. Ooh, you haggling now, boy.
Come on, like,
Roll persuasion. He actually says that. Everyone's kind of weirded out by it.
that.
It's a 16.
Plus
Exactly.
charisma.
Throw me off when you do that. So is it under skills or you're under?
Yeah, it'll be under skills. Persuasion.
Perception, performance. Oh, yeah, 16.
16.
2 for 15.
Cringe, nay.
2 for 12.
13,500.
I'm gonna say 12.5, and then you're gonna say 13. I'm gonna say 12,750. So let's do 12,750.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
So you're just gonna have 2 rings, so you can do it 6 times. Nice.
Exactly. Actually, 7.
Yeah, that works. 7. Oh, right. Yeah. Flesh powers.
What's the ring called?
Misty Step ring. My Pinterest board. Temper like picks up the dragon-headed Pez dispenser that that Skelebro put down at one point, and like ever so quietly puts it into his pack.
Oh, do you have any items that can increase strength?
Oh yeah, you want the gloves, you want the greaves, you want the pants.
How much do they increase my strength by?
Well, it depends. You got the 10,000 gold one that brings you up to, let's say, twice that of the average Joe. 19. Then there's the one that the hill giant strength ones. It holds out a pair of gauntlets about 4 times too big for you. And it's like, no, they shrink. They work. They'll bring your strength up to a 24. Like, you are muscly bound.
How much?
These guys are gonna go for 30,000.
Gotcha. How about the gloves?
The regular gloves, those will go for 10.
Bring strength up to 19. Yeah, I can go get those. What are those called? Strength gloves of strength?
Gloves of hill giant strength.
Wearer of these gloves can touch any script from the following languages, and the gloves will speak out the words in common.
Ooh. That's kind of neat.
It'll read Common, Elven, Dwarvish, Infernal, Celestial, Gnomish, Halfling, Draconic, Orcish, Goblin, and Giant.
That's pretty cool.
How much of those?
What kind of item is it?
It doesn't say.
Common, uncommon?
It doesn't say. I don't even know if this was in your list. It's probably like
Yeah, that's, call it 5,000.
I'm gonna look at a couple other gloves real quick. just in
I'm
case.
sad I couldn't increase my
That was kind of cool though.
Your healing pool?
They also give an extra plus
You
one
got a
AC.
second beard.
Perfect. I'll save it for later.
It's your flavor saver. So you're just sitting there like looking at him while he solves everyone. He gives everyone exactly what they want. Just like puppy dog eyes in the corner. How much gold you got left? Do you?
Yeah! 20, 30, I still have another 30,000.
I think I'm down to like 10,000. So I'm
You have a belt.
I don't.
Alright, fine. He goes over, you see him pick up like a laurel tiara like they used to give at the old Olympics. He looks over at you, he reaches over and pulls your mundane belt, just pulls it off your pants.
That.
You see him twisting this thing out of shape and he's like just pulling just from some cat folk. Ugh.
Is his name Raffy?
Yes.
I met him.
Oh, you guys know Ratsy?
Yeah. He was with the whale mother.
Good for him.
I don't think they were together. He was.
You see him
Yeah.
wrapping this like wire thin laurel around the belt. Rips it around a couple times. Alright, 10,000 gold. How many dice do you have in your hit pool?
11. It goes up one,
One
per
plus
level.
your level? Okay.
Keep it right there. 10,000 gold for a cool belt.
Here you go. No, give it. Or else I'm taking your belt.
We'll walk out of here using my hands as suspenders.
Is that refresh at a long rest?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, it now resets at a short rest.
What was that one?
My healing light stuff.
That was a custom item you built for him, so it'll help it with healing.
Yeah, see, once you start getting that in there,
No, I've seen it.
oh, that's the best.
Is your arrow inventory full?
Mine?
I might have a couple new items. I might have a couple old items. What are you looking for?
I have like a thunderclap
Arrow.
arrow. I have like a holy arrow.
The holy one whistles. It's not good for rogue.
Holy whistles like a Robin's Mormon tabernacle
Yeah.
choir.
It's a
An Aztec scream whistle.
It's like more of
Have you heard the Aztec scream whistles or the death whistles?
no. So what are they? What do they do? Read it out.
So they're 50 gold apiece.
Okay. Do they get consumed?
They're yes. I would assume if they're 50 gold apiece. The holy arrow does 1d8 radiant damage. Evil enemy has to roll a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or is frightened of you for 10 rounds.
Damn.
Or if sight is broken. Thunderclap. Thunder explosion. All creatures within a 10-foot radius roll a 15 DC Constitution saving throw, or take a 2d8 thunder damage, 5-foot pushback, and fall prone. And any objects get blown 5 feet from them.
Okay. So a big old concussion.
So yeah, basically.
Okay.
So like if they're holding a sword, basically, if they get blown back, get hit prone and all that, they lose their sword and it's 5 feet away from them.
What if your dexterity is super high? Still happen?
Well, you have to roll a
Yeah,
saving
saving
throw.
throw.
I think the objects are for things that are on the ground, so like tables, chairs,
Yeah,
rocks.
so if there was something that people were all diving for, it would blow that.
Yeah, it's not something that someone's holding.
Read that part again.
What is this for even?
This is an arrow.
Bomb arrow?
Thunderclap.
5 foot pushback and fall prone, loose objects, auto pushed 5 feet away.
Loose objects. So an object being held is a held object. Loose objects would be something that's not tied down.
Like
or
a chair,
or
something that's
Right.
not.
So if, like, you threw this into, if you shot this into a pile of gold in a dungeon's, in a dragon's hoard, like, it would send stuff flying everywhere.
Frag grenade.
He's like, he looks at you and goes, alright, you bought a bunch of arrows last time too, right?
Mechanical arrows. Last time I didn't buy magical arrows, so these are more. So I'm advancing my collection.
Right. Okay.
He reminds me of me on our last campaign.
Yeah, I know.
I had an arrow for everything.
Yeah, to great effect as well.
Black hole arrow, you shoot it down, it pulls everything towards it.
Creates a black hole, sucks everything in. Then like 10 feet.
Is that even a real arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah, we pulled in from some interesting sources, but that was 3.5 and 3.5 had some whack.
Okay, I was about to say.
Pathfinder.
I was looking.
Basically, the
I was
same.
looking at the 5e arrows, and I was like, I did
Yeah.
not see a black hole arrow.
In some
I
ways,
had-
5e stuff is more creative. In some ways, it's less.
Yes.
It's. I'm still not sure.
What's the most current edition of D&D? 7?
5e. They have just released what they call D1 D&D, which is the next system, and it is designed to get rid of additions. So,
Like that will happen.
well, we'll see what they do. They've been making some interesting choices.
It changes all of the time. We get updates. You have to read the form.
Yeah, it's basically watching a video game in beta.
Very up.
So hopefully this is supposed to be like, the version 1. Not beta anymore.
Well, right now it's at version 0 and everyone's losing their mind already. Anywho,
Lightning arrow, which goes, basically it's a lightning bolt from basically me,
that's the one we were talking to.
object that I'm aiming for.
Mhm. And everything in between, right?
Acid arrow, and then poison cloud.
Alright, tell you what, I am going to let you loose in our cage of arrows. And he brings up like a chain link fence with just hooks. That is basically like a room. And there's just hooks everywhere. You pick up one arrow, you take one, and you leave the one that you intended to pick up. So you can like really just go like 2, 3, 4, 5. But they're all labeled, they're all cost effective.
I'll see you at the cash register.
Yeah.
I'll do all my math and I'll let you know what the total is. I'm probably doing like 10 each or something like that.
I figured.
50 gold a piece.
Yeah, let me know if there's a new type of arrow you want to try out, but as long as, all the ones that I've heard sound good.
And I wrote down all the exact specs for them.
Thank you.
Yes. So if you had questions, I wrote down 2 specs.
Like,
But yeah, dude, that thunderclap arrow is freaking.
that's pretty sweet.
That's OP.
Wouldn't that
damage?
be force damage? Like that thunderclap
I
arrow?
think it's like a 1d8 or 2d8.
Is Sonic a thing in this
Dang,
one?
my Warhammer
Might
doesn't
be as
do
well
that.
Sonic.
Well, Warhammer's
Which is
2d6
basically
is
sound waves.
Gotta go fast.
So that's on top of.
That kind of stuff.
So that's the thunder part of it.
Right.
He was thinking
So
of
my
Sonic Rule 34.
actual
That's the first thing
arrow
he thought
still
of.
does say 1d8
No.
plus
See, he knows
4
it said Sonic.
plus
He just
2
said Sonic.
poison
No.
technically
No,
because of the
no,
bow.
no.
And then the thunderclap
That's not
is a
rule
2d8.
34, that's just memes.
if they roll their DC, if
They'll
they don't
hear you.
roll a DC 15.
Right.
So,
You want to be a
There's-
fanfic?
How
So-
much is it to add an element to a sword?
Element.
Current going
Element.
price is 2,000 gold.
Oh, okay. And that just adds like 2d6 of whatever element.
Yeah, it's 1d6. You go for like 8,000 gold, you get 2.
Which one should I do?
The big one. Duh.
No,
Alright.
no, I know that.
Also, this
Hold on,
big
I don't
thing
know
is
if I have
massive. I am gonna say,
Shit, I only have 5,600.
if you want to, Temper's willing to help you with this because he likes having big hitters on the front line. In order to wield that one-handed, you're gonna need to make it out of mithril, which he has a barrel to do.
My big sword?
Yes, the 2d12 one. You want to be able to wield it one-handed. It'll have to be mithril, which he's going to charge 5,000 gold for. Temper is willing to help out because he doesn't need a whole lot. Like he's sitting on 41,000 right now, and he's not sure exactly what else he needs.
Okay.
Harder to hit.
He's already really hard to hit.
I mean, he's like a 25 AC.
What element should I do, Clayton?
Cringe element.
Burn him.
that'd be you.
You're already a fire dragon, just burn him.
Right. So add.
Ooh, what about a fire blast out of your mouth, but instead of being like radiant, it's very pinpoint. It's
That's
like,
what that's what mine is. I have a 30-foot
oh,
red
okay.
line.
Laser? Just
Yeah,
have a
kind of
laser.
like it's a fire laser.
Well, I thought I was being
6.
creative, but never mind.
So the mithril doesn't change anything, right?
It makes it lighter.
Okay, that's all it does. But it doesn't change any of the.
That was my
No,
loser.
we went
So
to-
one-handed is still 1d12,
Correct.
but it's plus 6 because of my peak or whatever it is. The other two-handed is 2d12 plus 4, but that's why I did the moving shield so that I can still use it two-handed if I want,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have my shield. And I'll add 2d6 of fire. And I am out.
You're out of money.
I am out of money.
Going, gone!
But dude, with my shield
I
out,
kinda
my AC is 25.
You need a,
I come up to him with like my dragon hide breastplate,
Yep.
and I'm kind of like, "Is there anything we could do about this?" Like,
oh,
like,
surely!
Can we?
He grabs it from you, he throws it on stage, it turns into a smaller dragon and starts tap dancing. We can do all sorts of stuff with this thing.
That is adorable. But anyway, look for something maybe with my
Circus!
looking for something that fits my new me better and good
Yeah.
set of armor, lightweight, open type armor, lightweight that fits my.
You hear that?
It says lightweight again.
Huh?
It says lightweight for the third time.
He looks to the dragon tap dancing on the stage, who's like slowly losing steam as he realizes he's about to be outmoded. Like, Your last year's fashion, my friend. He just goes,
I'm all like glamour on.
He just turns away slowly with his little cane and his little top hat.
I'm a changer, man. I'm sorry.
Alright, so what do you have? You have a cloak that does glamour, right?
Yeah.
So are you looking for lightweight armor?
I was looking for something that can beef up my AC, but still, is still lightweight.
What do you have? What is your AC bonus now?
My AC is 17 currently.
Yeah, I can see why you want that boosted a bit.
I'm a little low.
Yeah, I can almost be a tank right now.
How
What's your AC?
22.
Yeah, what's like?
how obvious do you want to be, and how polite a society do you want to be able to fit into?
It's question one more time?
That was
I
too much for
interpreted it, but then like I lagged out.
How high do you want your AC? And how fashionable do you want to be? What level are we
I
talking
want-
here?
Well, the fashion really doesn't matter because I can turn my glamour on and off, so that really doesn't matter. I'm more something that fits me better for me being elven. Just something that is lightweight, still lightweight, but very good with in AC. And very, still very mobile. I can move well.
Right.
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 You're still good with medium armor, right?
I would like to stay with medium armor. I don't want to get moved up to heavy. But what can I say? That dragon breastplate, man, it's old.
You know how to spell mithril? Like,
Meat Creole? What?
mithril. You know how to spell it?
Mithril?
Yeah.
M-I-T-H-R-A-L. Mithril.
Real.
I thought it was M-I...
M-I-T-H-R-I-L.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I've seen it that way.
I've seen it both ways too, but mithril is
Then again, it is like a fantasy term, so it's not really...
Oh yeah, it's just like adamantium, adamantine.
Yeah. Doesn't really have an etymology, does it?
I don't want to be correct. Aluminum is 100% incorrect.
Aluminium?
Exactly.
No.
Technically, there's two correct ways to spell it, depending on if you're using British or American English.
America freaking screwed it up.
Look at this, look at this, look at this.
Go away.
Hmm?
Go away.
I can't, it'll fall.
Aluminium
Way.
has an extra I in there that's not in the spelling.
No, aluminium, it does have, it is spelled differently.
British.
Oh, they actually spell it differently.
Yeah, just like color.
Oh, that's
Just like
it.
color. See, color in British is...
Colour.
Yeah,
Colour.
it's spelled C-O-L-O-U-R.
Okay,
Whereas we don't have the U.
today we're gonna start with something simple. We're calling this the bin. It's where you put your trash. Yeah, so I just called that a trash can. We made that very simple, but we're moving on.
Okay. Verdant armor.
Verdant?
Verdant.
Verdant.
Oh, look at that.
He suddenly pulls his arm over his face, and you see him with long black hair in a buckskin dress, and looks at you and goes, "Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?"
Check it out.
Yeah.
And he summons in this that colorful leafy wind that they have in Pocahontas, and on a dummy you see this armor appear, made out of leaves.
I turned into fall.
You go.
Look at it. It's fairly stable. Nick, check it out. I stacked the dice.
Nice.
Ta-da.
Just don't stack them against you.
Hey!
Come on, show me the big one. There we go.
Can the color
Lucky egg.
change?
Well, kiss my lucky egg.
Can
Yeah.
the color change to my?
Reroll the dice.
Yes, it follows your season.
I turned into fall. I'm like,
Right? I was like,
Oh.
well, we need one of those next time.
That's
How much
so
money do I have?
perfect.
Then how much money is that?
So
It doesn't
perfect
say
in
what it
every
is.
way.
I have shit.
Verdant? Is that correct?
V-E-R-D-A-N-T. Or also known as leaf wind.
Okay.
And
It doesn't have to be
A-N-T?
yours. I don't think.
A-N-T. Verdant.
Armor set.
So if you don't like how I roll, you're like,
How much is it?
Oh, all of them. I got all of them in there. They're all stacked. Even the three-sided or the whatever.
I throw my rogue armor
Oh, no,
off
there's no
and I'm just like, give me.
Priceless.
How much?
After it just says priceless.
Well, now that you said
how much
that.
you got?
How much?
I know how much you have, but how much you got?
I give you 10,000.
Let's see here. Well, you have already dropped a lot of gold here.
I just spent 2,500 on arrows.
He reaches over and he hands you Elohana's quiver, which is a 0 space. It basically has one arrow for it holds one arrow of each type, like separate, so you can tell which one's where. I'm giving you this so that you can keep all of your arrows straight, and I don't have to answer like later on like how you're holding 18 quivers of arrows. So it's a 0 space. It holds all your arrows. It keeps it's the eye-hawk quiver.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the cringe quiver.
Kind of. He throws that in for free, but your armor.
I don't have any more money.
What is your dexterity bonus?
You're talking about 3?
Yes.
Can I have my eraser?
That's far left over here, the small circle and the big square.
Yep.
So yeah,
I'm
I'm
trying to figure out what you had before.
removing my.
Alright, so your armor now gives you a 16 AC. Your dexterity bonus gives you an added 3 to that. So it's 2 higher than it was before.
So
I think that's a barbarian thing.
And he's trading you straight across. Because dragon
Actually, it's made of true steel, but is lightweight.
So my
Plus 3
my
bonus
big
to
box
attack
in
damage
dexterity, I have
with
17
magic weapon.
currently.
Siege weapon deal double
Your what?
damage.
I have
structures and
17 in the
objects.
dexterity box.
Yes.
And
It means your
after
modifier is
each
plus
of his
3.
roll, you may choose to move up to a full movement
So-
in one direction
so-
to make your weapon attack.
Should my
Your AC goes up from a 17 to a 19.
yeah. So should I
Charge
write
on
19
your
in
turn,
both
move
spots in my AC box and inside the dexterity box?
No, dexterity adds to your AC. Your AC does not affect your dexterity. So leave your dexterity alone. AC goes up by 2.
Okay.
I want a BFH.
And you benefit from having a very formal looking set of armor. If you so choose.
So,
Benefit from being cringe.
I have 3,000 coins.
Oh dear.
How much is a lucky egg?
A lucky egg?
A what? There are eggs in this game?
It's a
Yes.
it's a
Pendant,
charm.
which allows you to re-roll
It's a
Twice
gacha
a day.
game?
Ah, twice per day. So it's the lucky feet, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, in a bracelet or a necklace or
Similar to the lucky feet, but not the same.
Stacked all the dice.
The lucky egg is a small silver egg hanging on a gold chain. Twice per day as an interrupt action. You know what that means?
If he rolls it wrong, I can say,
Where may kiss an egg, forcing any die to be re-rolled.
do you think you could pitch that in for all the money that all of us have spent today and I zero out my number?
He looks at the amount of gold that he's taken from you already.
100,000.
Yeah, alright. And he holds out like a black, thin necklace box.
He doesn't even like try and search for it, he's like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright.
I already knows what you guys wanted. We just had to deal on price.
He was gonna haggle, but then he was like, you literally were like, would you like to take all the rest of my money?
Oh. Look at that. That's all of them.
Nice.
Let's see, and then the quiver, what was the name of
I'm
that
gonna
quiver?
add my pearls of power around
The eye hawk,
Got it.
spelled E-Y-E, hawk, quiver.
Remind me.
The what? What?
Spelled E-Y-E. It's not an Apple device.
Eye hawk.
The iKill. Introducing the new iKill.
Oh, God.
Smart bow.
The eye hawk, spelled with the lowercase I, uppercase H, all in white.
Oh.
Make it a cursed item that.
You immediately go cringe.
Or, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say that, but.
Got a good question for you. What can you tell me about this mask?
What mask?
Mask of Greed. First question, is it safe to wear?
I don't know, let's find out!
Not you! You have enough money!
You hear a little squeaky sound? Picks up a mouse. Doesn't work on living creatures. Boom!
Quite.
And he just turns into like half a copper. I need to move to a starving nation and see if this changes.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems to be working fine. And he like, oh no, I just kidding.
No side effects, huh?
Unless they're very specific. Sometimes they're like that. But I mean, that's the chance you gotta take with any magic item.
Can you tell if there's any types of curses?
No, that's the thing about curses. They follow magic that can't be traced. Now, I know ways to get rid of curses, and you can roll my dice and ask for help. It might cost you a bit, but I want to keep you guys alive, because you guys literally just dropped over 100,000 gold here.
Oh, Aeneas wants to do something. He's like, he pulls out his Soul Reaper's dagger. Like, excuse me, I recently acquired this. Do you happen to know what this is?
Cringe. Slightly cringe, very edgy. Traps souls, so a bit dark. Generally well balanced. I mean,
Are there any drawbacks that you can see?
well, I mean, besides the moral dilemma of trapping a soul from its intended, end of the line scenario. But no, not that I can see. I mean, general power, power trip, but you get that with anyone in this business.
Okay, cool. Can I roll for like perception or something on that blade to see if it's cursed or something?
No, if certain,
I tried,
no one
buddy,
can
I
tell. Temper has a very rare ability which allows him to basically cast Identify as a ritual spell, which means that he doesn't take away from his spell slots for the day. He can't tell.
Okay.
Magic item crafters can't tell. It's one of those things where if certain conditions are met and the item is cursed, there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Wow, okay. How much is it worth?
Fair bit. You selling? I give you 10 grand for this.
Oh, I'm alright for now.
Alright.
You accidentally drop it, step on the rune, and just fly up in the air.
Maybe if I want to get rid of my King of the Heart sword. Because I don't use it.
King of Hearts sword?
See if you can take off the healing from that and put it onto your other one.
Does that have healing?
Yes.
Oh, it's +2 healing.
Is there, with my now holy elven longsword, do I get any, extra bonuses if I attack it with if I attack a evil enemy with it?
Undead respond very poorly to radiant energy. Other than that, evil, not so much. But you do damage just about everybody equally on that. Undead will typically do
So it's not
twice as much.
wholly specific?
No, well, think of it this way. For all of fun, short, right? Like, pure holy justice kills everyone who's ever lived because we've all made mistakes. So, it is divine judgment on such a level that no one survives. So, but that being said, the undead are especially cursed, so they take double damage.
They're supposed to be dead, not moving.
Yeah, basically.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, alright.
Could I trade my King of Heart sword? basically, so can I give you my King of Hearts sword, and in trade for me giving you the sword, can I have the +2 health added to my beheader's axe? So trade you the sword for just...
Oh, you want to just straight transfer it?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a
Trade for
unique
the-
item.
To trade for the sword.
Yeah, but that's a basic one here. Yeah, I can swing that.
Okay.
He takes your sword, he's like, ah, jeez, this would be better with tendons. Pulls up the other sword, kind of like, and they switch hands, and now this giant beheader's axe now has a heart pattern, like a tablecloth on it. By the way, you wanted this made out of mithril, right?
Yes.
Alright. Because it's you, I'll look over the cost. This one's. And he throws it, but because it's so dang heavy, it just like falls immediately behind him. You see the clown that keeps coming out of these stupid elemental barrels, like reach out, pick it up, and like dip it into the mithril barrel, and then
Tries to
slowly
like
come
hide, like trying to hide.
Yeah, he's
And
just
that-
like, if I move really slowly, they won't see me. And then like dunks himself back into the fire barrel that he was coming out of. Alright,
Go fight some monsters.
y'all good?
Yeah, considering it's like 9 o'clock already.
I know, sorry.
No,
That's why I was like,
That was a long chopping escapade.
they
Our
do
chopping
have
They usually are. And we all had to level up as well. Oh, which by the way, everybody put 8
8 temporary hit points.